Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating. You know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating. You know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
How's everybody doing today? Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanzaa. It is your boy Chana from Four Sides of the Ring, featuring my boy Tino. He has joined me for the past couple weeks, holding it down with me. As you could tell by his orange and blue shirt, he's not a Knicks fan, and he has terrible taste. And he's a Mets fan, which is even worse. He's having audio problems because he clearly can't hear me at the moment. Yeah, I can't hear. You can't hear me? Let's see what we got going on.
No audio.
Here we go. Mike. Yeah, I'm fine. You're not fine. You got to fix your ears. That's you. That's you, buddy.
Can't hear anything.
That's you, buddy. So it's going to be me for a little while because, oh boy, cannot. Let me make sure it's not me. It might be. Hey, no, it's him. 1,000%. Yeah, it's you, buddy.
Am I good?
You're fine. Can you hear me now?
No,
you can't hear me.
No.
Restart your thing, buddy. Hold up. Your thing. Yeah, so it's just me for a little bit. Oh boy, messed up his camera or his audio. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Hope everybody had the day off, spend it with their families. And this could be a quick episode, man. I know everybody just wants to relax, kick back, but I did want to give an episode out for everybody.
Here we go.
You hear me now?
What's going on? Technical difficulties. Apologize about that. Ringsiders, what's up?
What's going on, Brody? How was your holiday season?
It was pretty well. How you doing?
Good, bro. I feel like we just wasn't talking for 15 minutes before we started recording.
We weren't talking wrestling, though. We weren't talking wrestling. So what I miss out on the first couple minutes?
Just wishing the people a happy holidays. Hoping everybody had a blessed holiday season. New Year's is next week. Tina, do you have any resolutions for next year?
Any resolutions? Other than just be great. Not too sure. Yeah, really not too sure other than just be great, you know. That's really it. Just continue to be that guy.
Good evening, Rick. How we doing, brother?
What's going on,
honestly,
man?
My only resolution is to probably work less overtime. That's probably the only thing I want to do. I don't want to. I was having a revelation at work today. But then again, I also told my coworker, I was like, Ed, let them give me 5 days off and I will come back brand new and refreshed. I need 5 days. I need 5 days off. Give me 5 days. Give me 5 days off. I promise you. I will have a great time.
Find a way to take like maybe a 2-week or a month leave.
I wish. Unfortunately, I would have to break something. But next week,
unfortunately,
I think I'm getting 5 days next week with the 31st and the 2nd off. We'll see.
Oh, nice.
We'll see how that happens. Otherwise, let's get into some quick wrestling. I did tell them I didn't want this to be a quick episode. I'm recording for them.
All right.
Trying to be consistent since it's really just me and you for the past couple weeks. I figured it's easy to get in and out for a quick episode. Quick Raw shenanigans. Austin Theory was revealed to be the man underneath the mask, a shaved head, kind of looking like Kyle Fletcher light, but it's a good look. The boy is obviously talented. No crowd reaction, so hopefully this works out with him. I think we said last week that this kind of feels like his last chance.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in WWE, but like I said, we both said he's still super young. So even if this doesn't work out, I'm pretty sure he'll find somewhere where it does work out. Paul Heyman took him under the wing. The Bronze were like,
which I loved, by the way. I love that detail for that. Like Paul was like, even though Paul took him under the wing, he said, hey, look, if he doesn't follow order or something like that, then you leave him there. So like they were kind of weary on him. So like I also like how Theory kind of took charge as well when Reed was kind of trying to give him the game plan, and Theory was like, "Nah, we're gonna do it my way." Like he kind of got a backbone now. I'm digging it so far from Theory. The athleticism is still there, obviously, even though he hasn't been in the ring for a little while. So it's good to see him move around. Looks like he got more of a power move set, also a lot of strikes, which I feel he always did, but he was doing a lot of like slams, a lot of counter slams. Um, so I'm excited to see for Theory, but like you said though, there was no real crowd reaction, which I believe I said here a few weeks ago on the pod, which I was scared for when it was the rumors that it'll be Theory. Because it was like that okay, if it is Theory, how would the crowd react? And
I
so
don't.
far, they're kind of like, I guess, trying to get a real feel for him. I don't know. What do you
I don't.
say?
I don't think the crowd was actually a factor this episode, only because it was a double taping. The crowd was kind of gassed. Like WWE crowds kind of suck typically anyway, to be honest with you. And a double show, it's kind of just too much for them. So I'm giving that the reason why the crowd was kind of weak. You know what I mean? Double episodes are always kind of tough. But overall, man, he's uber talented. The kid, listen, sometimes you can have everything in the world and nothing at all. And I feel like that's exactly the perfect way to sum up Austin Theory. Super talented, just can't build a connection.
Yeah,
But also, if he's a double agent under Seth Rollins, this would be the second time he's in a faction with Seth. Because he was
he's.
when Seth was the visionary or the Messiah. When he was the Messiah and he had a faction,
I think it was the
Austin Theory.
visionary. I think it was
No,
because
it
the
was it was
Messiah.
it was the Messiah faction. It was Seth Rollins' Messiah faction, and Austin Theory was on the P's and
I'm.
Q's.
Here's what I'll say though. If it is a double agent kind of thing, I'm not really. I don't really think that'll work. To kind of have Seth with another person. I think if Seth comes back, he'd kind of come back as just a super uber baby face. Um,
Seth,
just to
he's
kind
always
of
been he's always a tweener. I mean, there's
he's
not.
always been a tweener, but I think he comes back, especially with how it ended with. I think he comes back as a baby face. So to put Theory in that, I think will kind of just mix it too much. Because how long are you going to keep Seth in Theory, and how long are you going to have Theory under someone's wing, like to go from a faction to like a tag team? Like if this is Theory's truly last run, I think you'd want to have it as a singles run so you could kind of see what he could do. Maybe he's not a double agent. Maybe he's just into it for himself. Maybe he's just trying to take down Division just to kind of prove a point. I mean, who knows?
I mean, to be honest with you, for him it has to be in a faction because this is when he's gonna get the most burn, the most feuds, the most action. Like I said, he's gonna be the pinfall guy, but only time can tell. We'll see what happens this Monday night. Becky Lynch, Raw, challenging Maxine Dupree. How do you feel about Maxine as Intercontinental Champion so far? It's been a couple
Uh,
weeks.
Honestly, couple weeks I like it. At first I wasn't feeling it. Like her backstage, all scared and timid when all the women were kind of coming at her. It's like you just be Becky Lynch. Why are you so scared? You're freaking champion. But since she's been doing this dungeon thing with Natty, I think has been freaking amazing because as we all know, WWE does great with its packages. And it was that kind of made me a fan seeing her progress. I think the packages were done a little bit too quick with her kind of saying, one more, like, like in like this the same week, and then making Natty tap out. Like, I would have liked to see it drag out a little more, but honestly, I think she's a dope champion. I think having her champion has been in a couple weeks, maybe a month or so now. I think you keep the strap on her maybe 4, 5 months, just so it won't seem real like a transitional champion. I also think maybe that frees up Natty, and we see Natty instead of Natalia because she says in so many interviews how there's a difference in character. So maybe we see like a Natty into the WWE, and you see that against Maxine. And it kind of makes Natty I don't know, maybe trajects her up a little forward because I love Natty. I know she's a veteran. She doesn't need the TV time. She doesn't need no titles. She doesn't need anything. But it would be kind of dope to see Natty on TV instead of kind of just one-offs, you know?
I
So
feel
I
like
dig
I
it.
feel like her main thing in back in WWE is just training the next generation of girls. I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like it's unsaid. They haven't really disclosed what's going on and what's the actual title, but it's because she's clearly not wrestling on a week to week basis.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She's clearly not fucking wrestling week to week.
Yeah.
So obviously she has to be getting paid to do something. And I did see her work with what is old girl's name with the red hair on SmackDown?
Alba Fire.
No, she was with um she's with Jade right now. She was with Jade and Mitch and oh girl, she was with the Street Profits.
Oh, oh God, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember
Yeah,
her name. I
yeah,
can't
she was
remember her
training with
name.
her.
I know who you're
Do you
talking about though.
do you see a big difference between? Do you see a difference how Maxine is presented and how Chelsea Quinn is presented as far as like mid card titles go?
I do see a difference. Telshi's more of like a comical kind of thing. Maxine to me so far seemed kind of like an underdog. Like she's kind of like underdog Sami Zayn-esque type of champion fighting from underneath. Loses most of the match towards the ending, builds up the crowd, amps them up. I like how she puts down the straps after she does that beautiful kip up. Really smooth when she does it. So yeah, I think there's a huge difference. I think it works for both of them though. I think Maxine and Chelsea are obviously two different talents, two different athletes in the ring. So definitely a difference. She's more of a underdog, and to me, Chelsea's more of like a comedic kind of, not that it's a bad thing, but it's just more comedic.
Double champion though. She's out here doing it. Next week. Uh, did this match happen already? Nikki versus Stephanie versus Raquel. Did that match happen?
I don't think it did.
Well, that's the next match for the WWE Women's Championship. Who do you think takes that strap?
Name that one more time.
Raquel versus Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella.
So in my heart, I want to say Nikki because I love Nikki, but it's something about Steph Vakir that I think she's just, honestly, not to take nothing away from Raquel and Nikki, but I think from a wrestling, I think she could out wrestle both of them.
Who?
Obviously, Steph.
Oh, I was about to. I thought you said Nikki can out wrestle
No,
both.
no, no, no. I think I think Steph could could
Also,
could definitely out wrestle both of those women. Not to take anything again, not to take anything away from them.
I was like, what are you
Obviously
doing?
WWE doesn't take focus on on the wrestling too much. But all that to say, I got Steph. I want to say Nikki. I love Nikki. She's amazing. But I think Steph wins because you put the strap on Raquel, it's kind of like, okay, cool, but what does that really do? The Judgment Day is kind of looking like they're falling apart.
Nah,
Um,
Raquel winning the strap does a lot for her feud with Liv.
it does, but I also, you don't need that to make the Judgment Day crumble. With her losing alone, that'll
Nah,
be enough tension with it.
nah, it's more personal feud. Raquel's always been in Liv's shadow. So her winning the strap in the way how she's been talking smack to Liv and taking control of the situation will actually do a lot. Like
I could,
it doesn't seem that way, but it would actually do a lot for Raquel in terms of like status and her placement on in the main roster. Because before she started getting her things together now as a as a singles wrestler. Because she was only really succeeding in tag team competition, but she's really stepped up these past couple months. So her winning the world title kind of solidifies her in the main event picture, and it changes her. I believe it changes the opinion of her for like casual wrestling fans because
maybe, I mean,
she has a feel to it. But we'll see what happens with that. Gunther is still getting booed. Honestly, I don't know if people booing Gunther. I mean, in kayfabe, I guess it makes sense, right? He made
I,
everybody's hero tap out.
listen, man, I
But
love
the
it.
real, but the real villain in the story is the Booker. It's Triple H's fault. That's why I'm not
It's
even
fun.
mad at Gunther. I can't even boo,
I
bro. I can't even boo him. I'm like,
listen,
bro,
man.
you did what you
I'm
was told.
listen, man. I'm pretty sure as listen. I'm pretty sure it's what John Cena wanted. In
I don't
terms of
care what he,
that.
I don't care what he
But
wants.
what I will say, I love the Gunther thing. I think he should just come out every week for like the next month or so and just do that. Just come out, just go up to people like, yo, you know who John Cena is? It's like, yeah. Well, I made him tap out. You kind of have him go around and like like back in the days, it was the Lex Express. He was like in a tour bus. You have like Gunther go around like a tour bus to random cities. It's like, hey, you know John Cena? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I made him tap. You just
Bro,
make him a complete asshole. Like, but
you're gonna get that man you're gonna get that man assaulted. You understand that, right?
bro, I think that would just be amazing. But
And then
honestly,
when you see Gunther on Fox News late at night talking about they found him somewhere, I'm like, wow, I really did that to this man.
man, I think it would just be great to have Gunther kind of just do that every now and then, just come out, rub it in everybody's face. I love the little seeds they've been planning with AJ, hinting at like I guess some soon to be retirement matches. I just love this old school heat. This is something that I think our generation doesn't really know about. We kind of hear about it. We maybe faintly remember it from when we were kids. Um, but this type of heat, bro, like please correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe for anyone in the chat who's around our age, late 20s, early 30s, like who in our generation had the type of heat that Gunther's having right now? Like no recency bias. Let's not say Dom. Like who
Dom was the answer. Dom couldn't get a word out for months.
beside I mean that it, it's just a different in heat. I feel like when it comes to like the Gunther heat to
If you,
like the Dom heat.
I
Like
remember
Dom is
Martin,
kind of like, go ahead.
so I remember Martin saying JBL had that heat when he beat Eddie,
Mm,
when he
that's a
took the
great
chop up
one.
to Eddie, and that
That's a great. I
was,
can't believe I forgot that one. That was a great one.
I mean, it happened
It's
literally,
a
it had literally happened like 21 years ago, brother. Like nobody's expecting you to remember off the top. You know what I mean? That was a fucking long ass time ago. But listen, I'm not mad at Gunther. Gunther's only doing his job. You know what I mean? He's doing what he's told to. If anybody should be booing anybody, it should be Triple H. It's his goddamn fault. And I don't care
Jesus.
what John Cena wants. They should have
Let
made
that
him win. They should have done to him what Tony Khan did to Sting and just made him win anyway. It's like
have him have him jump off a ladder.
no, bro. Fucking the Bucks refuse to go over on Sting, which is mad dope. It's mad fucking dope. All right. That's really it for Raw. Like I said, we're kind of speeding through this. Just want to get an episode out for you guys. Tonight, Friday Night SmackDown. I know it just ended, but obviously it was pre-recorded, so we've had the news out for a while. Quick rundown: The Miz versus Joe Hendry. It feels like Joe Hendry is going to get that call up to main roster. I mean, it makes sense to have him up there. He's already well popular on the main roster. Theme song's catchy. Got his basic moveset down, not too flashy. And
Hmm.
look with the crowd. I feel like that's an easy decision. Also, he's facing the Miz. I feel like the Miz is a litmus test. If you can beat the Miz, he'll make you look good, and that's just that. And I hate to say that blah is possible, but I don't really hold the Miz into like a really high standard. It's not against him. I just,
I mean, Miz is just there. It's kind of just to put talent over.
you know what it is.
Obviously,
You see a dog do the same trick over and over again. Is it really a trick, or is it just like, oh yeah, he's doing the thing?
so it's the Miz. It's Mike. It's that guy.
Listen,
But I
he's doing
mean,
that
the
thing.
Miz is, I think, is he kind of the Miz is good, like you said, as a litmus test because he's how do you? I'm trying to look for words to like kind of describe
You
him.
know
Like
what? You know who the Miz
he.
is? You know who the Miz is? The Miz was last year's Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
Chris Jericho,
that's
Chris Jericho last year was trying desperately just to put everybody he faced over, and it just
and also the Miz.
didn't
He's
work.
good to kind of show you how to perform in the WWE. The Miz was like built from the ground up on how to be a WWE superstar. Like the Miz's whole thing, it could work if he ever goes to the Indies or anywhere else. I mean, he built a name for himself that he'll like sell out a venue, but it's not you. It's only but so many like tricks and glamour you could hide from him, smokes and mirrors, I should say, with his wrestling moves. So I agree. The Miz is a great test for any talent. One thing I want to touch on real quick, um, I guess I'm asking kind of for I don't know if we touched on this last week, but who's kind of next up? I did good staying away from spoilers. I kind of had SmackDown on. I actually still have it on now, kind of just glancing up every now and then. I seen Trick Williams in Nick Aldis's office, kind of talking about contract. You see Javon Evans.
They
I'm
kind
pretty
of
sure.
they're getting away from the draft.
So
So
I'm seeing, I guess my thing is like who's next in NXT then? If all these guys are about to look like they're getting called up, a lot of them are getting main roster burn.
that's the beauty of NXT. You have to understand the core of NXT will always be the women's division, right? The women's division has been carrying NXT for the past couple years, probably since the end of the Black and Gold era, and that's really just it. Even when
I
Ilya and Mello was there on NXT, the women were still the standouts. It
I,
was the
I
women's
wanna
carrying the show. So
I wanna
ultimately,
say this real quick.
what's going
Because you're talking about women's division there. In the men's division, I think this is my opinion, bold prediction, hope. I'm really hoping slash bold prediction that the Dawn of NXT has a big year. He made a comeback. It looks like he kind of changed the way he looked. I think he showed up maybe once or twice. Um, I think at this point, if you're the Dawn of NXT, if that's your whole thing, I don't know if that gimmick will work in the main roster. Maybe you kind of go away from that, and kind of have him less gimmicky. Because I think the Don is really talented. Not, I mean, it's not really talented. I think he's good enough to be
on, bro?
on
Talking
the
shit. He's a
on
really
the
good
main
wrestler.
roster. Like he's not bad. He's got a good look. He's not super athletic in the ring, but it's not like
Oh,
he's stiff.
you could talk your
Um,
truth, bro. He's a really good
he's
wrestler.
I think this year for him, he needs to make a big run. If the men's division is going to look a little slim because of all these potential call-ups, um, whatever they got going on, looks like TNA is about to start, doing their thing on AMC. So who knows how what's going to happen with that, like with the Leon Slaters of the world, because he's been getting so much NXT burn. Um, so I'm saying it now, I guess. I got the Don to take over this men's division in NXT in 2026. So if you and the boys get on this and ever talk about it down the line, I want to run this back for bold prediction. Hopefully I'm right. I'm a big fan of his. Hopefully he's the next one up.
The thing about the Don is he's done almost anything you can do in NXT. I feel like his next step is the main roster, and he's just biding his time at this point. Like I said, there's no more drafts. NXT talent is just free to sign with, in kayfabe at least, free to sign with whatever brand suits them best. So it's not outlandish to say that Tony D'Angelo wouldn't be on SmackDown in the near future. Because let's face it, he's not going to Raw. Not even mean that like a diss. It's just like Raw's the A show.
Always been. There was a
Yeah,
brief moment when it was SmackDown though.
yeah, but you know what they do when they did SmackDown? They take the talent from SmackDown who makes it better than Raw, and they put him
Hmm.
on Raw. That's what
Yeah.
WWE's been doing for years. And I mean, I get it. It is what it is. But ultimately, meh. Um, but yeah, is listen, the core of NXT will always be the women's division. There's nothing you can really do about it. As long as you have great women in that division, it will always be fine. Back to the shenanigans of Monday Night Raw. Two NXT alumni, Ilja Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship, and Melo finally won one.
Which I seen just now, by
He
the way.
he won the strap. He was the new United States champion, and it's dope. We didn't have a super long reign with Sami Zayn. We didn't have a super long reign with Ilya Dragunov. Great matches though, and now we have Melo as the United States champion, which kind of feels weird because I feel like they should have pulled this trigger months ago when he was feuding with Andrade and LA Knight. I feel like that was when they should have pulled the trigger for him to become a champion. But listen, Better now. It's better now than ever.
I think it was a little too soon at that time. I think at that time it might
Nah,
have been a little too soon.
that's when he had all the momentum in the world.
Yeah, but the crowd was still getting to know him because that best of seven, those best of seven matches he had with Andrade were great. I think Andrade is amazing. I actually think he's about to get burned again in AEW, which is great. I think he's really talented. But the crowd wasn't really into it. The crowd wasn't really into it when they were going at it in at least five out of those seven. And if anything,
No, what do you mean? They were
they
going
were going
crazy. For like
they were
they were
going
going crazy
off
for the
on the
last while.
seventh one because they knew it was the last one. But other
What
than
was it?
that,
A DQ?
I can't remember, but I know the crowd wasn't big on it, to be real with you. Like I see what you're saying. It was the momentum, but at the same time, we most of the people didn't really know who Melo was. He was a bust of a first round pick who was with the Miz. And a lot of people don't watch NXT.
Nah, he was with the man's way after that, but nah, man. I feel like you don't. I feel like you're not giving enough credit. That feud was amazing, and I feel like that's what really put him on the map, especially matches 3 through 7, because it was really fucking good. It was really fucking good. What else did we have? We had Last Legend versus Charlotte Flair. A great match for the rookie, honestly. Sky's the limit. There's not that many women that have that much of a look to her. You know what I mean? Fucking big as hell, big man moveset. But Charlotte Flair proves why she's the queen. Like I said, guys, we're just running through this. I really just wanted to get an episode out for you guys. That being said, we are going to go to commercial break the moment I can find my ads.
What's up, my fellow bad guys? Just when you thought we were down bad, Brandy's here to pick us right back up. Thanks to our partnership with SeatGeek, we got good seats and great prices. New users can score a fantastic $20 off their final ticket purchase by using the exclusive promo code 4SIDESOTR at checkout for any event. That's 4SIDESOTR. Tell them the bad guy sent you.
Kind of one more thing with that Elja and Melo match. They have so much history in NXT.
They do.
They had some 30-minute classics. I don't know how long that match was on SmackDown, but they've had some
At least 20.
30-minute classics on NXT. Especially when Ilya became the NXT champion. He won the strap off of Melo, I think, after the third match, after the second match. So, incredible chemistry. It's not like this came out of nowhere. They've been wrestling each other for a little while. Incredible feud. That's when Melo was hanging jerseys of everybody he beat into the rafters.
Oh, it was great. That was great.
That was a great NXT run, man. Really enjoy Melo stuff. Let's run the second one real quick because I always forget my second ad.
Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, and every promo is celebrated in fashion. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling, we've got the latest gear to elevate your wrestling wardrobe. Show off your passion for the squared circle. It's not just clothing, it's a lifestyle. Come shop with us and unleash your inner champion at 4sidesofthering.com. That's 4sidesofthering.com.
Yeah, listen, buy your merch at 4 Sides of the Ring.
Right.
Once again, it's the holiday season, guys. Shit. Hope everybody got what they wanted for Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Boxing Day. You know, if you're a Jehovah's Witness,
Boxing Day is great.
If you're a Jehovah's Witness and your pappy just bought you something because it was Tuesday, love that for you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Overall, I feel like it was a really underwhelming week in WWE just because mostly everything was pre-recorded. But listen, I get it. They just wanted to have the talent spend time with their families.
I can't be mad at it. It's all good.
And that just makes sense. I feel like I would have to be an asshole to be like, how dare you pre-record 4 episodes so these talent can spend time with their families? You absolute monsters.
That's yeah.
I feel like I would just have to be a dickhead. You know what I mean?
Well, at least we get AEW tomorrow.
Yes. I don't have nobody playing on fantasy football tomorrow, so I can.
I'm not even too sure. I don't even want to talk about that. But AEW tomorrow, World's End.
So so me and Tyler we're in the same league. Me and him are in the finals, and he botched a pickup.
Very bad.
He's not looking too good right now.
Very
He
bad
thought he
botch.
picked up Bill from the Commanders, and he picked up Bill's backup.
It was
So
McNicky's.
my man's is a little upset, but we'll see how that play out this weekend. All right, let's
Fingers
get
crossed,
into
chat.
some. Nah, no fingers crossed. I hope you lose. All right, let's get into World End 0 Hour. We have the Sisters of Sin versus High End and Myers World. This is actually really big for Myers World. I know NetRam hasn't been on the chat in a while, but he's a really big Myers World fan.
She's good.
So this is incredible for her. What an opportunity. And good things happen to good people. And this is
She's
an
good.
incredible opportunity for her. I believe the Sisters of Sin still go over, because why wouldn't they? You know what I mean? It just this is my margarita match. Is my fault. I gotta get into my margarita bar.
Is it really a margarita match?
No, it's not a margarita match. It's just margarita matches. You gotta say this is a margarita match for you. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't trust watching AEW pay-per-views.
Wow.
Like while my son's up. Last time I turned on the AEW pay-per-view, my son was up. Moxley was bleeding like 2 minutes into the match. And Grayson looked at me. He was like, "Daddy, why is he bleeding?" And I was like, "That's just John Moxley." But yeah, let's go watch Nick Jr. couldn't do it, man. It was bloody as hell. Right,
you know he's definitely they both gonna bleed, him and Fletcher. That match, bro. Fletcher and Mox. Oh god.
We'll get into, let's not rush too ahead. We'll get there in a couple matches. We got Gabe Kidd versus Darby Allin. Darby's still beefing with these people, and I don't really understand.
Darby Allin, man.
Wasn't he hurt?
Gabe Kidd just threw him down a set of stairs. Just the other night, he was in the back cutting a promo, in the back with the hoodie on, talking and shit. And Gabe Kidd just starts beating him up, drags him up the stairs, and then kicks him down the stairs. And I'm like, jeez, bro. Like, he's just... Tony must, like, you say it all the time. Tony must have him on the best insurance in the history of the world, because he is always getting just beat up bad. But we love him. We love Allin. He's the hardcore version of like a Sami Zayn. He fights from underneath, gets lit on fire, gets thrown on like a chair. Like, he's just comes back and just somehow wins.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? That fucking Darby is like the most reckless man in the world. I'm telling you right now, bro. There's no way. I feel like Tony Khan has a hyperbolic healing chamber in the back. He just sticks Darby Allin in after matches.
Bro, it's the thing from Wanted. He lays in a tub, he gets out, and he's healed. Like that's literally what he has. It's from Wanted. Like, Darby Allin's just that guy. TK has the Wanted tub in his house.
I feel like it's crazy because every time I hear about Darby, it's like, yeah, he got hurt, he's gonna miss some time, and then I see Darby on the next episode.
Getting thrown down a set of stairs.
Fucking lighting somebody on fire, fucking drowning in a fucking aquarium.
Yo, insane.
It's kind of crazy because I remember there was a story that Matt Hardy, he was talking to Darby. He's like, "Yo, Darby, like you gotta take it easy."
You know what's I just wanted to bring this.
So one quick second. I know it's not WWE news per se, but do you have an update on the Roger Jackson incident? Is he in jail? How would that outcome affect any wrestler that got hurt in the ring? So on the wrestlers in the ring aspect, they do sign waivers. I know that for sure. So if anything happens in the ring, they can't really do anything about that. I know California was weird about pressing charges and whatnot. As far as last thing I see on ESPN, he pleads not guilty to the assault charge. And that was kind of the last thing that I saw. Arraignment, November 24th. Oh, yeah, that was a month ago. I'm trying to find that out for you right now. But ultimately, I don't believe they will have anybody at least if you have an outsider wrestler coming into a wrestling ring to do a spot, you're probably gonna have more security, or you're probably not gonna have that much heat going into the match, because he kind of was hitting him like in kayfabe to build some heat, and it just didn't go well.
Yeah, I think just to kind of answer his question, I don't really think we can speak too much, on the update and all that. But in terms of the outcome of other wrestling and letting out kind of outside celebrities in, I think kind of like Chano was saying, just communication, just communication. It was all kayfabe. Roger kind of took it the wrong way. We all seen the video. We don't got to go through the details. But I think now it'll just be more communication, kind of how he said, more security, just kind of going through the match more. Hey, look, camera's gonna be on. When you see that red light, I'm gonna be in your face. Just go with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll just kind of be more stuff like that. It was unfortunate what happened to that wrestler. Hopefully now,
Well, he's fine.
we're
He's good
just
now,
more
but
safer. But yeah, this is pretty unfortunate.
who knows? Yeah, but other than that, I haven't really heard of any fucking updates, to be honest with you. I was thinking about that the other day because I seen Rampage, like just doing a random video, and I was like, "That's
He's
weird.
always on.
Does
He's
he
always
have?"
live on Kick.
Yeah, he's always streaming. Yeah. We was talking about Fletch and John Moxley, the semifinals match for the C2 tournament. That should be fire, man. I'm not a big John Mox fan, but I am a really big Kyle Fletcher fan. Fletcher's amazing.
No, I love Mox.
I'm not a Mox guy. To me, it's just super
Mox
boring,
Fletcher,
man.
that match is gonna be great. I freaking, like you said, I love Fletcher, bro. Fletcher, he's so young. He's like 24, bro. Like
He's 27.
super.
He's 27.
Oh, okay, he's
not
27,
24.
bro.
Every
He's
single
still
time he
young.
says he's 24, I think he's a prodigy.
He's like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's still 19. Yo, remember his rookie year? He's only 19. He was like 19 for his first 3 years.
Yeah,
But
until he won a chip, and then they finally saying his real age.
yeah, for real. But no. Well, no matter the age, he's on the young side. He's great. Him and Mox, I think, should be a great freaking match. One thing I want to say though, I believe it was either yesterday on Collision or on Dynamite on Wednesday. I thought it was really, I don't know if you watched, but I thought it was real fascinating that when Claudio, and when he won his match, I can't remember who he beat, but he went over and the Death Riders came out and, congratulated him, got him up, leave the ring. Mox won his match. Once again, forgot who he beat. With much respect to those two talents. Can't remember their names. But Mox won, and he just won and, celebrated on his own and left. No one came out, not even Shafir. So I'm saying all that to say, if Mox doesn't go over, I think when we start getting into this new year, we start kicking it off with him getting beat up out the Death Riders. And what I will say, if that happens, if Mox loses, the Death Riders are sick of him, somebody takes control of him, don't give me Moxley for at least a month. He lost that title. He was back on TV the next week fighting Hangman in the tag team match. That's the only problem with AEW is they don't let the shit simmer. Let us miss him for a little bit. But I thought that was really interesting, and I wanted to point that out in case anyone missed it. They're planting some seeds. It's a slow burn, and I think is really interesting.
I feel like that's been a story for a minute. Claudio is probably going to take over the faction. That just makes the most sense. On the other side, it's probably my match of the night: Okada versus Takeshita.
Oh yeah.
That is honestly, that match is gonna be better than whatever the hell the finals is.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's the match. that is the match.
I mean, there's about 10 matches. I think there's about 8-9 matches. So
there's 8 matches.
Yeah.
And
so
then the winners
of
the winner of those 2 matches will go on to the finals. So who do you think is gonna be in the finals? I think it's gonna be Fletch Okada.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking that too. Honestly, yeah, because I see Mox losing, so I see Fletch. Whoever he faces, that fucking match is gonna be insane. If I had to say, just because you asked me, I'd rather see him against Takeshita. I think Okada and Takeshita are both amazing, but
I'd rather see Takeshita versus Fletcher. That's gonna be a fucking.
yeah, I'd rather see Takeshita against Fletcher than Okada because I could be bugging, and I apologize. I know I said a crazy thing last week with the whole Rudy Gay thing, but
I forgot about that shit too. That was just so out of pocket.
and in my opinion, since Okada's been on AEW, he's kind of slowed down a bit. Not that he's whack, not that he's missing his step, but he's kind of slowed down. With Takeshita and Fletcher, they are fucking full speed all the time. Especially Fletcher, especially Okada, because Okada's like John Wick. Okada like hit you with a brain buster, he'll pick you up and hit you with like another move, and then he'll knee you. And it's like, bro, you could have pinned him 4 moves ago. Like John Wick just be like shooting them like too many times. Like that it's and Okada's great, the greatest drop kick in pro wrestling, I believe. But I think he slowed down a bit.
You said Okada for both, so he meant Takeshita when he's talking about all the extra moves and shit.
My fault, guys. Yeah, Takeshita is yeah, but yeah, so it's definitely Takeshita and Fletcher. That would be freaking great.
And who you think's taking the C2?
The C2.
I think Takeshita with the Continental Championship.
I mean, it gotta be. It gotta be. Just put the strap on him. Put the strap on him and lift him to the moon. I mean, Takeshita's that guy. I love Okada, man. I love Okada, but Takeshita's that guy.
I don't know. They treat Okada like the second world champion.
That's what I mean. Like he's kind of like, I don't know, man. Like he's.
They treat him like the second world champion, but I wouldn't be surprised if Okada pulled this off. All right, what else do we have here? We have the Women's World Tag Team Championship, the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron versus Mercedes Moné and Athena. Damn, Athena's still champion?
She is. She's a forever champion.
I feel like they really mean that.
I mean, if it has to be Willow and Harley, kind of a mixed team, they were kind of just thrown together. They really made it work. Obviously, Harley has definitely made a name for herself since she started. Just by her being so entertaining and her getting better in the ring. I think we all love Willow. We all know what Willow could do. Mercedes and Athena, we don't got to really speak much on them because we all know what they bring, especially Mercedes. I think honestly, maybe this something happens to where Mercedes and Athena kind of bump heads. Maybe it'll turn into it doesn't really do nothing for them to take chip off of Willow and Harley. So I could easily see Willow and Harley kind of going over. How? Don't know, but I do see them going over. Right now, they're in the process of basically slowly take. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why make her the tag team? So.
Nah, I hear it. What else we have over here? I'm agree with you. I think the Babes of Wrath probably retain the championship. That is my margarita match.
What do you think of
Then we have the mix. Then we have the mixed nuts mayhem.
Whoa!
The Death Rider versus the Conglomeration featuring Tony Storm. Yo, did you see that? I wasn't watching it live. I saw the clips and I caught up. Did you see when Tony Storm was on commentary? Marina Shafir just dragged her off and she's like, "Shivani, help!" That shit was mad funny.
Yeah, I freaking love Tony, bro.
Nah, I
freaking love Tony. She's just so freaking entertaining.
You know why I don't like the Death Riders? I'm gonna keep it a bug. Before, I don't like the Death Riders because I just thought it was when they were the Bluey Combat Club. I didn't like them for anything. I still don't. But you have Willa Yuta, who dies for everybody's sins all the time, right? You have Daniel Garcia, which I can give two shits about. It's not.
My bad. Before you continue, I'm so sorry. I love DG, bro.
He's great.
But I agree. But I agree, especially in the Death Riders. I agree. My bad. You could get.
But, I think he's great at his.
Yeah,
it's a waste of a spot for him. You know what I mean?
1000%. That's so random. It was random.
I'd rather see him dancing.
I ain't to put him over.
Listen, Claudio's dope. Claudio's fucking dope. fucking Swedish Superman, and Marina. I don't really got nothing from Marina. She says it's just there, but I understand her role. It's kind of
Yeah.
I think the funniest thing about this is that Marina and Roderick are married in real life.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Roderick Strong?
Yeah, but they're married in real life.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
Once you realize that all their interactions over the past like couple weeks it's hilarious.
I have not even, bro. Now I want to go back and watch this. Like,
please do. That's arguably the funniest part of it for me. They're married. Listen. So that's why I don't like the Death Fighters. The conglomeration, I can care too less about.
I like the conglomeration.
Briscoe, that man is hilarious. I don't
freaking love Brisk, bro. I love the conglomeration, man.
I feel like AEW has a whole bunch of wrestlers that just remind me of people that I met on my blog growing up. You know what I mean? Like everyday people. Mark Briscoe is definitely one of those people.
He is. There's a customer where I work who kind of is the same thing as him, just doesn't have money and he's not put together.
Oh, fuck. Then we got OC. Love OC. Then who else is in conglomeration? Didn't old boy get hurt? The other dude, the Roderick Strong's boy, who was in
Cole?
the King, not Cole, is the friend. I'm really bad with names the past 3 months. This is how I know, like, I'm just unbelievably shy on any time off. I haven't been able to remember a name.
You telling me I'm not? I'm better with faces. Same.
All right, so this is my margarita match as well. I'm probably gonna skip it entirely. I don't care for the Miss Nuts Mayhem match.
It's a 5-hour pay-per-view, so it's gonna be a couple.
All right, then we got the World Tag Team Championship. We have the Bang Bang Gang on one of the guns. I can't tell you which one.
Juice and Austin.
Juice and Austin versus FTR with the GOAT manager Stokely.
It's a Chicago street fight as well.
It is. Listen, Stokely's the greatest manager of all time. Nobody can tell me otherwise. That man,
he gets no hoes.
Listen, it wasn't even about that, bro. I was a Stokely fan before that comment. He's a fucking man. Honestly, I said this a couple times. I don't know if you guys are new or you guys are old listeners. My favorite tag team match of all time is the FTR Bullet Club Gold 2 out of 3 match that was on Collision. It was an hour long, but it was beautiful. It was a perfect match. The greatest tag team match I have ever seen in my life.
Yes, it was.
Purely incredible.
That was tag team wrestling right there. I agree.
My God. And I don't even like FTR matches, but something about that match was fucking incredible. I was locked in for the whole entire hour.
I will say I feel the Chicago street fight aspect, the no DQ aspect, in my opinion, I'm all for no DQ matches. But I because that example you brought was great. I don't think they'll do an hour of that in this long pay-per-view, but I think it would have been better to see them kind of go on a traditional tag team match for the titles. Just so, at least for me, I know my opinion on wants don't matter, but just for me to kind of see Juice Robinson go, because I haven't really seen him go in a minute. Same with Austin Gunn. They kind of been off TV. They had a couple matches, they had some matches, been down the ring, had some back and forth on the mic, but a really good tag team match. I think the Chicago street fight kind of takes away from it because it's basically a no DQ match, tables, ladders, chairs, kendo sticks, all that good stuff.
I think it's a reason. I think it's a reason to give the Bang Bang Gang the straps though, because we could probably get the return. We can get the return of Jay White. You know what I mean? Help those boys win the strap.
I will say this, man. I love the group. I love each and every one of them individually. But can we get Jay White on a singles run? Maybe he comes back.
He needs to be healthy first. He needs to be healthy first, brother.
Of course. But if you're gonna come back healthy, I don't want you to come back healthy to kind of stand around, be healthy, and just be there with the Bang Bang Gang.
No. He would just listen. He's a faction guy first, so he would go out and help his brothers, especially help his brother. First off, second off, I do want to say thank you, Juice Robinson, for growing out your beard. It was really weird when you came back at All In with no fucking beard.
It was like, who is this guy?
Nah, listen, I love Juice. Juice is arguably my favorite AEW wrestler.
Juice
is hilarious. But that being said, it's probably a margarita match for me, dog.
Whoa, really? That's a hot take, chat.
And that's not a hot take.
That's a hot, bro. You literally just said 2 minutes ago how they had a great hour-long match.
Yeah, with Jay White was included in it. You think Austin Gunn is gonna put up?
I think Juice Robinson could.
Juice can, but this is a fucking no DQ match. It's gonna be cheesy as hell.
I faintly agree. I'm not gonna completely co-sign that. I'll like just write like my first letter of my name on that. But
the second match that I'm actually really looking forward to is Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter for the AEW Women's World Championship. Honestly,
that's the one I wanted to ask you about too.
Honestly, I'm a big Chris Statlander guy. Chris Statlander guy. I think Chris Statlander is arguably the most talented woman on AEW. For 2 years in a row, she's my Women's Wrestler of the Year. Superstar. Fucking superstar. Chris Statlander deserves everything in wrestling. And Jamie Hayter was once known as the pinnacle of AEW for women's wrestling. And I haven't seen her really get back to that form. So
yeah.
I think this would be a great match. So, like, if you're new to AEW, this is a great match to dive into and see who Jamie Hayter's about.
Yep. I would love to see that.
Chris is gonna ball out. Chris is gonna ball out because she's just a goddamn superstar. But this can be the reestablishment of Jamie Hayter and who she is for AEW.
I need Jamie to go off. I think Jamie's really freaking talented. She's really fun to watch when healthy, when she's on her shit. Chris is a perfect dance partner too. So
the thing is with Jamie, when I first started watching AEW, she was in and out. She was out with injuries, and then she came back at All In, and she's been trying to get her feet under her, which is fine. Listen, you're out the ring for that long. You're obviously trying to work through some things. I don't have a problem with that at all. But listen, with someone like Chris Statlander on the other side of you, you guys should be able to bring out the best in each other. And then we have the main event, the return of MJF. We have Swerve, Samoa Joe, Hangman, MJF, Fatal 4-Way, which I don't understand why MJF really cashed in his title match.
Well, I can't. Go ahead.
I understand, like he said, he needed it. He didn't need to pin Joe, but I feel like a good one-off match. Well, the good thing about this, you don't got to pin Joe to win the strap, right? It doesn't need to happen. However, you go ahead. So say your piece.
Let me ask. This is more of a question. Let me ask you this. Because I'm gonna start with the question. My question to you is: do you think by MJF, if he loses this match, does he kind of fuck himself up by doing that? Because I kind of think by him cutting that promo when he returned and just kind of flamed everyone, just beautiful. Like, I don't know if that was scripted or off the top or what, but it was fucking great. It was AEW needs MJF. You see the difference when MJF is there. So by him kind of putting himself out there, if he loses, does he kind of put himself in a hole?
Not really, because MJF is really the face of AEW. There's no real other way to say it. He is the main event picture. Whatever MJF does will always be seen in a highlight because he's just that guy. You know what I mean? And he's doing movies. And so there can be some criticism. Oh, if he really cares about AEW, why is he doing all these movies? Well, on the flip side, if you happen to go see a movie and you see MJF in it, and like, oh yeah, that guy's a professional wrestler, it might make you want to turn into AEW and see what they're about.
Exactly. So quick, exactly. The people say that's so stupid because exactly like you're saying, he's like, the first wrestler, AEW bred wrestler who's doing these movies. People who are diehard AEW fans should be proud of that because, like you said, you see a movie, hey, that guy's a wrestler. Now you watch AEW, just like. Not comparing him to him. I'm just in this example, like The Rock. When The Rock started doing movies, people probably didn't know who the hell he was. No, yeah, that's that guy. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And then you kind of get into it that way. It's kind of the same shit. Expand the brand, especially for AEW.
I think The Rock was arguably a bigger star.
No, yeah, 1,000%. But
listen, MJF has a unique ability to potentially bring more people into AEW just based off the films that he does. So that's great with him. Listen, Samoa Joe does movies and TV too. I don't know if you know, but Samoa Joe has like 25 video game credits, like for voice acting. It's insane.
He does.
but Swerve and Hangman aren't going out there making films. They're
Mm-hmm.
They're professional wrestlers. So MJF is really what they got out there, and it's super dope. Who do you have winning this match? I got Maxwell.
I was gonna say the same thing, man. Just honestly, the only reason why I could really say is only because of the promo that he cut. I just feel that for him to cut that promo, whether it's him, the powers that be, I feel like you have to have him win. I don't think you could have him cut a promo like that, just flame everyone up real quick, get one over, and have him lose, and then kind of have him just there. He doesn't need the title. We know he's the face, but I just think by him cutting that great freaking promo, I think it was so good. It was just so amazing. The pop from the crowd. You have to have him go over. You have to. You don't just put your. That's like, in my opinion, probably another bad example. He wins the Money in the Bank, calls his shot, and loses it, kind of like what John Cena did way
I
back
mean,
when.
to be honest,
Like
if MJF wins, he could probably have a solo feud with Swerve, solo feud with Hangman, probably get a rematch with Joe. So there's a lot of different avenues to go, and obviously right now nobody in AEW is really having a really long world title reign. So
yeah,
there's a couple directions to go do for this. Overall, this should be a really good show, really good
Mercedes.
pay-per-view. AEW does pay-per-views really well.
Love them, yeah, and they're long. They matches, boom, 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 boom. Love it.
Listen, it's 5 hours, but if you're gonna pay $60 for a pay-per-view, it is really worth it. It's really
Bang
worth
for
it.
your buck.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Bang for your buck.
He says, I don't know wrestling business. I appreciate you, Orlando Martinez 3010. Yeah, listen, Orlando, tell me how we don't know wrestling business. I'll be glad to entertain you for the next 5 minutes. But
Enlighten us, Mr. Orlando, please.
no,
Anyways, you may continue.
listen, this is gonna be a really good pay-per-view. There's a lot of good matches, in a good way, respectfully. I don't understand. I don't know what that is, but he literally said in a good way, respectfully. All right, let's touche. So this should be a really good match. We have 8 matches. We have 10 matches. The the men's world championship, the fatal 4-way, really good match. Chris Stanley and Jamie Hayter. Really look forward to it. I can do without the women's tag team championship match, but I understand why it's on the card. Kyle Fletcher, John Moxley, another really good match to sink your teeth into. If Okada and Takeshita is not the match of the night, I don't know. I don't know what this life is.
So I mean, it's as we all know, man, AEW is so stacked, right? That to be honest, anyone could steal the show. I mean,
You can say that. You can say that, but it's like at the same time, bro. If it's not Okada and Takeshita, what is? And then our friend Orlando says, who you got main event of Mania, bro? That's so far out. If I was a betting man, I would say Roman and Cody, part 3, just based on the tea leaves.
Part 3, Jesus.
Bro, Roman's on tape saying he has like 1 or 2 Manias left.
He's fucking bullshitting. I don't want to hear
bro,
that.
I don't believe, bro. I
don't want to believe it. I refuse.
Listen, the man is already doing his part time, bro. You know what I mean? He'll probably come back once in a blue, but
we already seen peak Roman. I guess that was it.
Yeah, bro. He only has 1 or 2 matches, 1 or 2 Mania matches left. But other than that, bro, like I'm saying, listen, if Okada and Takeshita is not the best match of the night, I don't know what is. Respectfully, I genuinely don't know, because Takeshita is just an absolute monster.
I mean, look, man,
and they've been like soft launching Takeshita versus Okada for like a little while now. You know what I mean?
I will say this: if it's not those two, just because like I said earlier when we were talking about them, Fletcher, Moxley. I know you don't like Moxley, but Moxley is a good wrestler, which I know you know.
He's a good wrestler. Him and
Fletch, I think, could steal the show, especially how it ends. If Moxley loses, how does it end? He loses, like I said a little earlier. He won his matchup. No one in the Death Riders came out, but when Claudio won, everyone came out and they kind of walked off together. So if he loses, I think they come out, they beat his ass. So after having a good match, having some storytelling in it, ending of the Death Riders, going into the new year, never know. That could kind of steal the show. You never know. But I do agree with you, and it's no reason why it shouldn't be Takeshita and Okada. But I'm just trying to play devil's advocate just to say that Moxley Fletcher match could be great.
Nitram says, what's going on, brother? Hope work's treating you. He said, when Okada turns it on, he turns it on. I do believe that. And then Orlando says, your friend looks like Matt Riddle, which is hilarious.
That is
I've always said I've never seen him and Kelly Olynyk in the room at the same time.
That's amazing.
Listen, that being said, man, let the people know where they can find you.
All right, peeps, you can find me at Boy Dreams King. That is on Twitter. Once again, Boy Dreams King on Twitter, where I will be always posting on wrestling, football, basketball, baseball, whole nine. We got to do something in free agency, you know? Anyways, good being here again. It's been great. Love being here. See you guys around.
Yes, sir. And it is me, your boy, China, whoever you need me to be from Four Sides of the Ring. Listen, guys, thanks for coming, hanging out for this last hour. And Orlando Martinez, listen, what's better between AEW and WWE? It's whatever you like, man. It's whatever you honestly like. But you listen, you can find us every Thursdays. Well, listen, it's the holiday season, guys. I wasn't recording yesterday. Yesterday was Christmas. I wasn't going to do it. Therefore, you know what I mean? Like, I was able to be like, you know what? Let's go put on an episode. Let's go put on an episode today. Nice little hour. Next week is New Year's. I don't know when I'm recording next week either, but I do this for you guys. And I think on the 8th, Marcus is back. So that being said, we should probably have somewhat of a full roster by the new year. So next year, we will be back in full force. It's been my pleasure hanging out with you guys past couple weeks solo with some special guests. You can find us at 4SIDESOTR on Twitter or X, 4 Sides of the Ring on Instagram, TikTok. MySpace is 4 Sides of the Ring. You can't find me nowhere. I don't want to give you my information. I'll be posting my son and Nick shit all the time. My Instagram has nothing to do with wrestling. It is a Knicks fan page, goddammit. And that's my time. Listen, stay blessed, stay healthy, happy holidays to everybody involved. And I'll see you sometime next week. I don't know when, but I will eventually. Maybe. Peace out, guys.